The Veteran Project. 4 vets, 5 vets.
We are not responsible for any trauma, PTSD, tinnitus, or flashbacks during this podcast.
Hooray!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Veteran Project. I am Jeff, your host. Behind the cami net in here, we got the muscle man, Jay Soares.
I'm back here. Hey, what's going on, guys?
There he is. Look at that. This time, he doesn't have a baby face.
Hey, it's growing in. It's getting.
Let's just say that.
Told you just give it a week. You know
that baby face scared a lot of fucking people, me included. So, sitting across from me, we got our next guest, and I think Jay gave you the heads up on how I start everything.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, who the fuck are you, man?
It's good to be here. My name's Wade. I'll look at the camera, I'm guessing. But I am Wade, I guess. Husband, father, multi-versatile weightlifter.
Hell yeah.
And a non-profit founder.
Fuck yeah.
I fucking work in corporate America, which I never thought I would.
Oh,
Yeah. It's good, man. I get to wear a suit and tie and
there you go.
pretend I'm important. It's cool. The throat tattoo is very like off-putting for people because I'm like trying to sell, various like healthcare programs to people, and they're like, "Man, this guy like has a throat tattoo, a hand tattoo. Who the fuck is he?"
Yeah.
I'm like, funny you should ask.
Well, it's funny because I'm actually a pretty normal fucking person. I just like tattoos.
Yeah, there's a stigma that comes with that though, man.
Yeah.
That's just the reality of the situation. Is like people, when you have a lot of tattoos, actually depending on what part of America you're in, but people look at you like you're below them or like you're gonna rob them.
Yeah,
Like
it's weird. I remember like it's like some of the standards in the military. I don't know what the armies were, but the Marine Corps was like strict. Like it had to be, couldn't be bigger than your hand. And so you get these guys that would get a bunch of tattoos, like sleeves that weren't bigger than their hand.
Yeah.
And it's they're like, well, when you get out, we want you to look professional. It's like, I already know I'm professional,
Yeah.
And it just depends on the way you carry yourself. You could follow the tattoos, look reckless or whatever, or you could be as professional as you really want to be, And I mean, you wear a suit, you're a suit man.
They did get into like start logging all the tattoos, and I don't know when that came about. I want to say it was like when Obama was in.
Well,
but they started logging everything, taking pictures, and like a couple guys were getting the boot for having like below the wrist, or it was crazy.
I think it like if you think of it too, like if you had tattoos and because you had to document what it was, they'd take photos, but it would help us out if we got captured.
True, true.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, they would like. Did you ever fill out those questionnaires? Like, okay, if somebody asked you, what was your first car? It's like, oh, it was a Pontiac Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hey, this is Jeff.
What's the security question?
Yeah. So I don't know. It's a way to identify people, and not out here, unfortunately. It's either frowned upon or people wear their tattoos with pride. I don't have many tattoos.
You don't have any tattoos?
We can fix that
We
problem.
gotta change that, bro.
I have 5.
Yeah.
But they're just all one here, one there, all over the place.
So you got tats, yeah.
Yeah, they're there.
Not substantially.
I got high hopes to get working it into sleeves and all that, but it's just time and money.
Bro, I bought my wife a tattoo gun last night.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it. Oh, yeah.
friggin', that's the thing. Like I just I'm all about dumb little tattoos.
Yeah.
Like even if it's just a skittle.
I think there's just like a symbolism behind it. It's like, getting tattoos that you're fully aware that like you may be perceived as like riffraff or bad or whatever, but like you have some sort of gumption to like get heavily tattooed. Like Travis Barker, for instance.
Oh yeah.
Travis Barker knew he wanted to be a musician, so what he did was he covered himself in tattoos so that he could never go back on his dream.
Yeah.
He's like, nobody's gonna hire me with this many tattoos, so he
Yeah.
did it. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Look at Post Malone. I mean, he wanted to cover himself in tattoos because he thought he was ugly.
You go with Post Malone because I look like Post Malone.
Well, you don't no face tattoos. You're good there.
Yeah,
so.
no, I'm not doing that, man. I'm ugly enough. I don't need to mess with that.
So when you so you were in the United States Army, another Army guy.
Say with pride, Cash.
Huh?
Say with pride.
What do you mean?
Say what you
What's
chest.
that? So the Army, you said you joined back in 2006,
Yeah.
and were you active, reserve?
Active. I guess I'll start out with who was I?
Yeah.
Who the fuck was I? I was in from 2006, June 2006 to May 2016. So just like, was that a month short of 10 years?
Mm-hmm. Slacker.
Yeah, man. I couldn't do it anymore, man, honestly. Yeah, I was in the United States Army for almost 10 years. I deployed twice. And in that time, man, I like it just changed me, you know? Like that's why that's why I do what I do for my nonprofit. I was in, man, right? And I remember like when I first joined the Army, I had like an altruistic like outlook on everything. I remember like I'm in the car with my mom. And my mom's like, "Why are you going to Iraq? You're gonna die for like some people you don't know." Blah blah blah. She's crying, and I'm sitting there, and I'm having this conversation with my mom. And I'm like, "Mom, I'm going over there to liberate people." I really like believed that. Genuinely believed I was going to help some people. And somewhere in between getting blown up 6 times and people trying to kill me, getting shot at, my mindset changed. I'm like, why the fuck am I here?
Yeah.
You know, like these fucking people don't want my help. I mean, I'm sure there were a large population over there that wanted our help. But like even in me talking to like the Iraqi army, whatever people, they're like, this place was beautiful before the Americans came. We wish you didn't come here.
Yeah.
And like that hurt my heart, man, because my whole like vision of why I was there was like being crushed. You know, and then I just we had some crazy shit happen in Iraq. Even like we had force on force happen right behind me when I was over in where was I don't know, Mosul, but
Okay.
I forget the name of the place out there. I'm sure somebody watching this could tell me, but I remember we're chilling in our little bed area, whatever. It was a Connex with bunk beds in it, lined up, and we hear all these gunshots, and we're like, oh fuck, like, you know, somebody's getting into it, and you hear like this dude screaming at people, and he goes nuts. What had happened was like the guy was getting hazed by his buddies. Well, they're probably not his fucking buddies.
Yeah.
But he was being hazed by them. He's probably, you know, Blue Falcon, not a great soldier, because that's what we do. We pick on, I hate to say it, anybody watching probably knows.
Yeah.
Pick on the weak link to try and make them stronger. It's just the military way.
And it works 50% of the time.
It really does. It really does. You're either going to get strong or you're going to get smart. Either one. But dude had enough, and he like locked and loaded his weapon and started blasting it. You never see it on the media, that's for sure. But he started blasting his friends like in back of us, man, and that was crazy. And like after getting like shot at, blown up, all this, I started to become like a warped version of myself. You know, like war is nuts, man. Like all these people that like want to go to war, like they don't know what it really fucking is. I ended up getting like married shortly before my deployment. I came back, dude, and I just wasn't the same person. I shut off all my emotions, like, because I like they're unusable, right? In war, emotions are just not a usable thing.
Yeah,
that's what it is. And like when I came back, they don't teach you how to like re-identify your emotions, re-identify with who you used to be. You get like that little fucking safety brief that's on your way back. It's like, oh, if you need to talk to anybody. And I was so caught up in like, if you go to mental health, you're weak.
Yeah.
Like behavioral health is what they call it.
Yeah.
And like I remember my wife at the time being like, "You need help. Like something's wrong with you." Like I was drinking every night, and that was my coping mechanism. I mean, it didn't help as a kid. I saw my dad. Love you, Dad, if you watch this. But my dad killed like a 30 rack at night. So in my mind, right, I like registered that as perfectly normal
Yeah.
behaviors. And then fast forward a little bit of time, I'm back. I end up getting a fucking divorce, which like wrecked me. I had bought a house with this girl, and
Yeah.
I found out they don't fucking help you with your house if you buy one and you get a divorce. And I thought that the Army would still help me. Chain of command shot that down, so like I ended up like losing everything.
Oh,
I had
Jesus.
fucking
The start.
dude, everything I had like thought, right? I was like so caught up in like material things make the man. And so I had a bunch of nice stuff and I lost it all. That was like my first real like come to Jesus moment. Like, do all these things really fucking matter?
Yeah.
And then I ended up trying out for reconnaissance. I ended up making reconnaissance. I was just so cold-hearted, man. Like I can't explain it. I was a winner.
So
Go ahead,
let me
man.
stop you there. Now I don't honestly know jack shit about Army recon. I just know Marine Corps recon.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys do the same thing or?
So your guys' recon, force recon, right?
Yeah.
Is like special forces. Ours is more like regular infantry guys that like try out. They go through a tryout process,
yeah.
and then you get selected from that. But you don't need to have like a top secret clearance or anything like that. There's still like a tryout phase and all that other shit. So I mean, we're more funded than the regular guys, and we get the cool guy shit.
Yeah,
And
the fucking the better shit, better vehicles, friggin'
everything, bro. We had
high speed, low drag, friggin' Oakley this, Oakley that. Well, I get an ESS shit.
Yep, dude. I had Oakley everything. I had like 7
Now,
Gerbers, dude.
do you guys also go through sniper training during the recon?
Yeah. So some people do. Depends on what section they put you in. So there's 4 sections in a reconnaissance platoon. Sniper section obviously goes through. Sniper section obviously goes through. Was it Bravo 4? Bravo 4 school. But I was assault team, so I was like lead team, team 1.
Cool.
I was a meathead, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Kicking
like,
doors down.
I was like, yeah. Dude, what do you want to do? Just be violent. Just
Yeah.
be unapologetically violent.
Yeah, just close my eyes and fucking go.
They put me in snipers actually when I came as sniper team leader. Dude, I'm not here to fucking lie to anybody. I'm not a great shot. And, you know, like, I'm not. I was like, I don't know why you put me in snipers.
Give me 10 rounds and I'll make it work.
Yeah, man. I remember I was at the range all day because you had to fucking have a perfect score.
Yeah.
To be sniper section leader. Dude, like 36, 37, 38, 30, all day, bro. I'm like, this ain't for me, bro. And then I found out that you got to do math. I'm like, I'm out, man.
It's like, oh, and I gotta figure out what the wind is with my finger.
I'm not doing that. They're like I'm like dope book, which is like data of previous entry. You got to keep like logs.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, nah, dude, I'm cool. So they're like, well, how do you feel about being like team one leader? I'm like, dude, fucking please, like it was just more up my alley. But I did make it to recon, and it was cool for a while, man. But I was really struggling mentally with the divorce and losing everything that I had thought made a man, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, dude, let's be honest. We live in a material society, and I grew up very poor. So, like, all these things I felt I had worked my entire, I think I was like 20, 22, 23 at the time, but that's 4 or 5 years of work
Yeah.
that I had put in to get all these things. I lost it all. I'm drinking like every fucking day. I don't know why they kept me on the team. They saw something in me.
Yeah.
My PT score was like, I had like the battalion record PT score.
Yeah.
And like, sadly, if you got a good PT score in the military, they'll overlook a lot. Yeah, dude. So I mean, like, then like fucking, we went to Afghanistan, and like that's just a whole other animal. And like I didn't go to therapy. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to work on myself. alls I had like came to the realization of, which was a false realization, was that like I had to be the best at this job. Like I just had to be. You know what I mean? Better than anybody in my way, better than my friends. This was like the only thing I was good at, so like I had to be the best. And I became like super fucking violent, bro. Which ended up saving us over there, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
But you ever heard the term moral injury before?
I have. I just don't know the definition.
It's like a betrayal of yourself. Your morals, your values. And then that's like kind of like lingers with you for life, or I guess it's probably like case by case dependent. But like, dude, I did a lot of fucked up shit in Afghanistan. It's putting in like I worked under the NSA, the CIA. I was doing like super secret squirrel shit, but like we were like wiping out like fucking families and shit.
Yeah.
I won't get into like detail on what the programs were. I don't know if I'm actually like allowed to talk about them.
Luckily, we are recording this, so we can edit it out.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so you can edit it out.
Yeah.
So there's a program called Iron Justice, Lunar Arrow, and Incredible Journey, and so what they are is they're CIA manufactured rounds. It's real shit, bro.
Yeah.
It actually goes back to Vietnam. So this program existed back then.
Was it Operation Phoenix in Vietnam?
I don't know what it was. Somebody told me the name of it the other day.
Okay.
But they take Russian-made rounds because, like, Al-Qaeda, Taliban, they use Russian shit. Mm-hmm. And so they're like mortar rounds, right? Essentially, we use bullets, you name it, bro. It's actually fucking crazy. But they are made by us.
Yeah.
But they're made to either make the weapon permanently unusable. Mm-hmm. So like essentially they have like a thermite charge in them, whether it be a bullet or something. So when they go to shoot, it fuses the chamber. It's done, right? And then you got the big one called Iron Justice. Iron Justice was nuts. So Iron Justice is a series of mortar rounds that they make. Yeah. And when you go to turn it into an IED, boom. Oh. Fucking explodes. Okay. Does its job. You don't got to worry about, fucking the bad guys anymore. Yeah. They're fucking dead. But I did that, and then I did JPEL targets. You familiar with that? Nope. So I did killer capture missions. Okay. So, like, I was competing with SF, the Rangers, and then there was us. Mm-hmm. And we'd get these target packets from the NSA tent, and they were called JPEL targets, and, like, we'd go and fucking, they'd be like, all right, we called it building up Afghanistan trip, bro. We called it building up Afghanistan. And what we did was we put in a bunch of cell phone towers over there to track them. Okay. They thought we were doing it so, like, they could have
cell service
because we're trying to modernize, westernize them. We're doing it to track them. So when they get a certain amount of hits, they're monitoring their calls. They get a certain amount of hits. Same stuff that I imagine they use for the Patriot Act to monitor our comms. Yeah. We're monitoring their comms. And when you get it's like 2 or 3 confirmed attacks on Americans, you join the JPEL list. Okay. We get these target packets, bro. Go in and fucking destroy what these people know is life. Yeah. Everything, bro. I'm talking like fucking smash their houses. Because not only are we looking for the cell phone to identify the person, we're looking for like any sort of evidence to use against the person as well. Okay.
That's wild. In Afghanistan, we, because we weren't ever calling anybody at home, so we went to a local bazaar and we would buy like a cell phone. Yeah. We had the minutes cards, so we fucking, like, hey, we got cell service. We could use a little ghetto fucking Nokia to call.
Yeah. The text where we had like the 3 buttons.
And it's because I knew, I mean, it's a dead giveaway, friggin', because you got so many agencies out overseas that are always listening, and I'm like calling home and, yeah, Ma, we got into a firefight today, so-and-so got wounded, blah, 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 and she's like, oh my God, there's a family. I'm like, no, the family doesn't know, because obviously when someone gets hurt, the air, what is it? It goes...
Blackout.
Yeah, it goes blackout. Yeah. But we still had our cell phones. So, yeah. And like, oh, did they know? I'm like, don't fucking say anything to anybody. Let the family find out first. And when I Skype you, that means everything's fine.
Everything's good.
Yeah.
Everything is, well, semi-copacetic.
Yeah.
Somebody's hurt or dead.
Man, so, I mean, that thing that you said about, like, where they have this fake ammunition pretty much to fucking wreck weapons, that's fucking crazy. I mean,
Cool, man.
it's almost like that shit that just happened out in Israel when all those fucking pages blew up.
Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah. That was ingenious, bro. Like, I'm not supportive of that whatsoever.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, dude, that's smart.
I mean, you find a corrupt person in the manufacturing business of that. Send me 10,000 of those. We'll act like they're still in production, yada, yada, yada. But, hey, we're going to put a little fucking piece of explosive this fucking big into it.
Yeah. Dude, it's so, like, there was part of the program, too, that it was called Incredible Journey, and they would put in GPS trackers in the things to find caches.
Okay.
So, like, Hodge, whatever, local national, has a cache, bro. We drop around somewhere by accident. They pick it up, they bring it to their cache. We find it all blowed in place or, steal some shit. But
Yeah. Dude, the amount of caches fucking, that we found in Helmand Province. And it wasn't just a little bit. It was like a lot of shit. And, some of there was a lot of like American ammunition in that shit. And also the amount of the fertilizer that we were giving the locals to help grow their crops and shit was what was in all the IEDs.
Yeah, urea, was it urea nitrate
Yeah.
or something like that?
Yeah. So, I mean, we shot a SMAR at a compound once, and we didn't know there was fertilizer in there, and that thing went fucking...
Boom.
It got leveled, dude. That's fucking crazy, though. The amount, like... The shit that... I mean, I was just a regular infantryman. You know? Fucking... I just didn't have the high-speed, low gear, all that shit. I provided security for, when SF went to go take compounds and stuff. But I didn't know what the fuck was going on. We just hear bang, 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 bang behind us. And it's like, all right, no one's coming in. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's fucking crazy.
But you're still boots on the ground, man. Like, I think people really sleep on what infantry does.
Yeah.
Dude, we're door kickers, trigger pullers. Those are just like some descriptions of like our jobs, right? And it's like, but there's so much more to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like doing hide and bats and sensitive site exploitation and bro, like you're out there literally doing fucking forensics on the battlefield.
Yeah.
Maybe not as like
Take a fucking stray round.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
It's not as fucking detailed as like you may
dude.
think, but
The amount of but the dumb shit that we do as infantry. Like I was just talking to somebody yesterday about this. Like we tried to make what we called the roads. Like you have alligator, crocodile, bronco, shit like that.
yeah.
They wanted us to start numbering the compounds on each street, and it's like, you fucking kidding me? These roads run for fucking miles.
Yeah.
So, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll go on patrol and, figure out how many kids are in this house, how many whatever's in this house, and what do they farm? And it's like, damn, we just want to know everything, even though their retina's already in the system somehow.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It was it was crazy. One time we raided Karzai's cousin's village, so President Karzai.
okay, yeah.
We raided his village. We got a call from Karzai.
No shit.
Yeah, literally from the president of Afghanistan, bitching us out about like why we raided his cousin's village, and we knew it was his cousin's village. We had all the intel. Dude was super mad, but his cousin was a bad guy.
He was a piece of shit, Karzai.
Yeah.
Fucking. In 2010, we had to wait for him. So we had to sit out in the desert for 2 weeks because he was on vacation and he wouldn't give us the go to go clear Marja until he got back. And it's snowing on us. We're getting mortared fucking every, 4 or 5 times a day. And it's like, dude, can we just get into this fucking town already and clear it? And, but the higher-ups were like, nope, we can't do shit till Karzai comes back from fucking the Mediterranean. And it's like, this fucking guy.
He's a piece of work, bro.
It was eccentric. Like, I don't know how he became president, but he really fucked over that country and allow it to get out of hands.
Yeah. My experience with the man himself was like not pleasant. Because like his cousin was off limits, that was like the rule, and it's like nah.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't.
the definition of corruption at its finest.
They're like, I don't think so. And I remember like, dude, like his cousin's village. Fuck, that was crazy, bro. We were cuffing so many, because we have to cuff like every military age male within a certain vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
Is the crazy part. Then you have to do voice recognition software on them, so you got to be like, they don't know what you're doing, but it's like, tell me about your day.
Yeah.
Unless you have like, because a lot of times, because we go off cell phones,
Mm.
we don't have, and they don't take pictures of themselves really.
Yeah.
So we don't have pictures, so we have to record their voices, and then we run it through a database, and then it's like, boop, it's this guy. And yeah, man, we were cuffing every male in this village, and I was running out of flexicuffs, dude. So I started taking people's legs and flexicuffing their leg to another dude's arm, so they couldn't get away. Like even if they tried, we could at least catch them. It was nuts, bro. Those poor doors, bro.
Fucking, dude, war is just it's just crazy. The shit that fucking 20-year-old kids like go do this. You can't say no.
Yeah.
Because one, get in trouble, get the shit kicked out of you, and you're better off just fucking do it. Right?
Yeah, don't ask questions.
Yeah, don't ask questions, just fucking do it.
And that's like the terrible part, right? Is like we really take the free thinking element out of it. Like we take the morality out of it, which I get to an extent, right?
Yeah.
Like we need machines. You don't need thinkers really over there. But like at the same time, then you come back and like it's like, moving forward from Afghanistan, right? We'll just move forward from that. You come back and then like you realize what a lot of the shit you did was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, dude, there's no time machine. I can't go back and talk to younger me and be like, dude, don't buy what they're selling.
Yeah.
So like you're fucked. You're mentally fucked. And if you're still in the military at the time and you want to go to behavioral health, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because like you go to behavioral health, they label you with whatever labels they're about to give you in the fucking alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, you're flagged or you're fucking looked at different. You got a layout going on, and then they're like, hey, I got an appointment at fucking blah, blah, blah. You're like, you fucking... And I know this from being an NCO.
Yeah.
I'm like, you fucking piece of shit, dude.
Yeah.
You would have an appointment during a layout. It's like, the layout is not important. My fucking man, he should be more important. My guy should be more important.
Yeah.
But like we're taught, the layout is the mission. Get the fucking mission done. Like, shut the fuck up. Go get it done. Take care of your little fucking boo-boos later. You know what I mean? And it's like... The older I got, the more I realized that was just fucking terrible leadership on my part.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't have enforced the things that were enforced upon me, like
Yeah.
I should have told my guys to go get help more. I should have like supported them in like mental health, physical health. They only get one fucking body, bro. They need to take care of themselves. But
Yeah.
when you're mission first, man, and we wonder why like soldiers get out all fucked up, Marines get out all fucked up, it's because they're second to the mission.
Yeah.
Whether the mission be a layout or a fucking 10-mile run, whatever it is, that's first, man. And it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
And like it took me a long time, man, to like fucking come to that realization that like I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like I fully admit it, and I've like apologized to like literally just sat at night, a couple nights, like I don't know if I was drinking or not. I think I was sober, but 2.5 years now. But I remember like messaging some of my old guys and being like, I want to apologize for not being more supportive of you taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Because that's what a real man does. Like, is able to take accountability. Not even a real man, just a good person. Or take gender out of it, whatever that means. But but it's like, you know, like I wanted to let my guys know, man, that I was wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I am capable of, whether it was years later or something, I know it meant something to them.
Yeah.
Because they remember me as fucking Sergeant Ski, bro, who was a fucking legend. Like,
Yeah.
and not for good reasons. You know, it was like, don't fucking cross that guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's hardcore. He's fucking. I loved the Army. It was all I had,
Yeah.
especially after that divorce. It was everything I had.
Yeah, that was your wife.
Yeah, fucking. It was everything, dude. So like, I really stood by stuff too much, and I should have. You know, let's talk about free thinking. It's like I should have questioned some things more.
Yeah.
I really should have like taken a deep dive into like why am I doing this? Why am I this rule does not fucking make sense.
Yeah.
Like, why am I not challenging that rule? Why am I not advocating for my guys more? Advocating for my guys in my mind was not letting another NCO touch my guys. It was a rule I had. Don't fucking smoke my guys.
Yeah.
You got something to fucking do or say to them, you come fucking talk to me. You don't fucking touch my dudes. Like they were just awful. That was advocating.
That's my team right there.
Yeah, those are my guys are my best, especially in recon.
Yeah.
My guys are my best friends, man.
So, I'm going to go on a little brief pause because I have a shout out to do, and that shout out is to Pins. Have you ever heard of Pins before? It's an arcade bowling, axe throwing, shit like that. So they're out of Kingston and Milford, and for everybody that comes on to the podcast, they get a free gift certificate to go just fucking blow off some steam throwing axes and shit. So,
Heck yeah.
I'll be sending you an email with
Thanks,
that.
man.
And
Thanks, Pins.
Yeah, thank you, Pins. And here's our ad. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Pins. I'm going to bring you inside. They're one of our big sponsors for the podcast.
Get on in.
Over to the left here. Want to throw some axes? Why not? Come in here with the kids. Got all sorts of things. Basketball. Think I can Kobe that? Some darts for the older folk. With these beautiful couches, hang out, chill, talk some smack. So yeah, visit Pins Kingston. Come on to the podcast and get a free gift card to come here. Do some bowling, axe throwing, darts, do whatever. So check us out. Thank you, Pins, and thank you for tuning in. So again, shout out to Pins, and we're Wade and I, Wade was just getting into about like, how when you're in an NCO position, and you're dad for your team.
You're dad. You're definitely dad.
You're protective of them, and that's not like, I didn't get to really see, be a dad in the Marines, because I, have my seniors and all that, and I respected the fuck out of them. They're the reason why I'm still here. But you fuck with your bro, you're gonna fuck right back.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's I mean, damn, the brotherhood. Would you say the brotherhood in the military is tighter in the military, or if you find the brotherhood outside of the military? There's really no comparison, because you fucking slept with these guys, you've bled with these guys, you've cried with these guys, you've fought with these guys, and you come out of the military and you have a brotherhood that you're trying to find again, but there's just nothing quite like that bond, especially like on the active duty side. Jay and I were just talking about this yesterday. Like, he was active, his brothers are all over the place. You see him once every 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, my brothers are all over the place. I see them once every 10 years. And it's like, but it's funny when you come back together with these guys. It's like, dude, let's go stir the pot.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's at a funeral, like, dude, I mean, we were taught to fucking burn villages down, you know, and
Literally.
these are the guys that you do it with.
Yeah. In regards to your question, there is literally like no comparison to your friendships, brotherhood in the military, and the reason why is like civilians, they say like, oh, this guy would die for me. That's the saying, right? Oh, it's my ride or die. This is my ride or die.
Yeah.
It's never fucking tested. Like, it's literally not fucking tested.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if it's your ride or die and it's been tested, you either got yourself in a really fucking bad situation,
Yeah.
or you're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Right? 365 days, or I think your deployments were 6 months, right?
9 months.
9 months. There we go. Let's just call it 365.
Yep.
365. That fucking metal was tested every day.
Yeah.
This guy would die for me. You know he would die for you.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a fucking, literally a gun. You're going through clearing houses, man. Sometimes he's taking that first position just so that if a bullet comes down that hallway, he takes the hit.
Yeah.
That's friendship, man. That's brotherhood. That's sacrifice. Like in the Bible, it says, greater no love than a man who lays down his life for his brother. Mm-hmm. That's the military, man.
Yeah.
That's a real friend. That's love in every essence of it. You know what I mean?
It's like even if your boy, you know, gets hit by an IED, loses his dick, you're gonna pick his dick up and give it to him.
I'm picking up all the dicks.
Yeah, but it's just, you know, that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild, man.
And so like, you know, I don't know when the halfway point here is, but you know, Project Refit, right? It's the organization that I won't say I founded, right? I'll do a correction. There was 2 guys who founded it and then invited me into the fold, and now we're pretty big.
Yeah.
Refit, right? Like when you come back from mission and you resupply, restock, all of that stuff. That is actually the premise of who we are and what we do.
Yeah.
You lose purpose when you get out of the military, man.
Yeah.
You go from bagging bodies to bagging groceries.
Yeah.
There is, you know what I mean? Like you're domesticated, bro.
Oh, dude, it's fuck. I even still to this day, I'm like, dude, I used to have no problem shooting at someone, and now I'm driving a concrete mixer.
Yeah.
On the mass.
You're that guy. You're that guy.
It's like, fuck. It's like I used to do some cool shit. Now I'm driving a concrete mixer.
Yeah, no, I get it, man. You know, I'm like sitting at a basketball game and I'm like watching my daughter play basketball, and I'm like, this is so weird.
Yeah,
Like, you know?
yeah, and you know, because you've seen the other side of the world, what it is, how fucking poor it is, and war torn these places are.
Yeah,
and then you come here. Oh, I could just go to the gas station and get a water.
yeah. Like this is sometimes life doesn't feel real.
No.
You know,
It's yeah. Well, I'm gonna end it. This is the end of part 1 with Wade. Be sure to tune in next week for part 2. We're gonna get more into this fine gentleman, and you guys have a great one.
Well, Johnny Cash, another episode in the books. That's it for today, but the journey doesn't end here. Every veteran has a story, and every story deserves to be heard. If you're a veteran with a message, a challenge, or a triumph to share, we want you to join us.
Your experience matters to us, and together we can inspire others and remind the world what resilience truly looks like. Until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and remember, you're never alone in this fight. We'll see you on the next episode.
Cool.
The Veteran Project. 4 vets, 5 vets.
We are not responsible for any trauma, PTSD, tinnitus, or flashbacks during this podcast.